Let me start here. Most coaches don't struggle with nutrition because they don't know what to do. We all know what athletes should be doing. The problem is, it's not happening consistently. And over time, you start to realize you can have the best program in the world, but if the inputs don't support it, you're constantly fighting uphill. So what I want to walk you through is a way to take nutrition and actually turn it into something you can run inside your program, not something you're chasing outside of it every single day. Look, your training is dialed in. You've got your progressions, your structure, your system. But then you look at everything around it and it's chaos. You've got kids skipping breakfast, not drinking enough water all day. Practice ends and half of them go home and don't eat anything, or they stop at a gas station. And then parents are asking you, "Hey coach, what should my kid be taking?" And now you're stuck in this position where you're managing something that isn't even supposed to be your job. That's the reality. This isn't a knowledge problem. It's not that athletes don't know, it's that there's no consistency behind it. That's the gap. And this is where most programs go wrong. They try to fix this with more information. Let's do a talk. Let's hand something out. Let's bring someone in. And don't get me wrong, that stuff isn't bad, but it creates awareness. It doesn't change behavior. Because behavior isn't built on information. It's built on environment and repetition. The programs that actually get this right don't just teach nutrition. They build a system. There are standards. There's structure. And there's something in place that reinforces it every single day, whether you're thinking about it or not. This is the whole thing right here. 4 pieces: fuel, hydrate, recover, sleep. That's it. We're not overcomplicating this. But here's what most people miss. These aren't 4 separate things. They're connected. If hydration is off, recovery is off. If recovery is off, performance drops. If sleep is off, everything is off. So instead of chasing 100 different things, you focus on getting these 4 right consistently. Now let's be real about why this breaks down, because I've seen this over and over again. There's no post-training standard, so recovery becomes optional. And when something's optional with high school athletes, it doesn't happen consistently. There's no daily reinforcement, so even if you talk about it, it fades. There's no accountability loop, so you don't actually know who's doing what. And then this is a big one. There's no system for parents, so everything at home becomes guesswork. And now you've got 2 completely different environments working against each other. The best weight rooms I've been around don't leave this up to chance. They build it into the program. It shows up every day. It happens inside the environment, not outside of it. It's reinforced visually. Kids are seeing it, hearing it, and doing it. Parents are aligned, not guessing. And what that does is it removes all the friction. You're not chasing behavior anymore. The system is driving it. So if you're thinking, all right, where do I even start? Start here. First, install a recovery standard. Every athlete fuels within 30 minutes post-training. Not sometimes, not when they feel like it. Every day. Same message, same expectation. And then simplify everything down to one rule. This is it. Don't leave the weight room unfueled. Because if they can follow that, you've already solved a huge part of the problem. Now you take it a step further. Control the environment. If fueling only happens at home, you don't control it. So bring it inside your program. Remove the decisions. Make it automatic. Then reinforce it daily. Visual cues in your weight room. Quick reminders. You're not giving lectures. You're creating an environment that keeps the message alive. And when this is in place, everything starts to stabilize. Energy levels aren't all over the place anymore. Recovery improves. You stop hearing, "I didn't eat" every other day. Buy-in goes up because athletes feel better. And parents, they stop guessing. Because now there's something consistent they can follow. And this is where most coaches hit a wall. You get it, you understand the framework, but now you're trying to apply it across 100 plus athletes, multiple teams, different schedules, parents, and everything else you're already managing. And that's where it breaks. Not because the idea is wrong, but because there's no system supporting you, so it falls back on you to try to hold it all together. So if you're looking at this and thinking, this makes sense, but I don't know how to actually run this every day, that's exactly where we help. First, you can run a free fueling audit, and we'll show you exactly where things are breaking in your program. Second, you can see how the daily system actually runs inside real weight rooms. And third, you can align your entire program, athletes, coaches, and parents, around one system. Because once that happens, everything else you're already doing starts working the way it's supposed to.